everybody. Hello. I am live on YouTube. Hello, everyone. Today I wanted to come on and talk about the Leader Standard Workbook. I'm excited. I've been iterating it, learning, making changes, making improvements, taking your feedback. And I wanted to talk a little bit more about the planner and the plans for Monday for pre-order and for launch day. So the Leader Standard Workbook, I am making these homemade right now until until it gets bigger, and I'm just learning and growing over time, and I'll keep improving it. And so yeah, it's a home brewed. This is my method for how I find success in my day, how I move my work forward every day, and yeah, just like the slogan says, it's a strategic workbook and daily success planner for creating intentional days, connections, and results. So I've been in different leadership roles. I just hit my 10-year mark in healthcare. I'm actually wearing my ECMO sweatshirt or like pullover. It is basically heart lung life support, part of the program that we do at the hospital. And so I'm getting notified that my own live is going on. Yay! And so yeah, I'm just celebrating 10 years, and I've been a leader for in different various roles throughout that time. In a formal leadership role, I would say since 2015, so like 7 years. So I have had a lot of time to learn about burnout and what it means to have those fraudy feelings, to feel like you're a fraud. I have been through like ups and downs of, hey, I'm inexperienced, I'm younger, I'm leading people that are more senior than me, I don't have as much experience. I've been through, I'm the only woman in the room. I've been through, I am the youngest person in the room. And so I figured out a way to, essentially, I've learned a ton over the years because over time, there's been, I've had different various mentors who have taught me well. But when I was first starting out, I didn't feel like I had anybody who I felt like represented me. And when I looked around to see like what kind of leader do I want to be, I didn't see it anywhere. And so I started learning by reading a lot of books. You can see my book collection back here, and then it like goes over to the side, and then I have more books over here. I started reading tons of books. I started implementing what I would learn. I started listening to podcasts and implementing what I would learn, and sort of connecting themes from like healthcare and from the business world and from the creative world, because I am a creative person and I love people and I like nerding out over data. And so that's kind of how I created what I would call my method of Leader Standard work. And then really why I'm so passionate about sharing it is because I want other people to find success too. I work with so many leaders who lack confidence, or they get to like a really good place, and then all of a sudden they like work themselves so hard that they burn out, and then they crash, and then they're like, why am I doing this? And they do this over and over and over, and it is like a roller coaster, and it is exhausting. So my Leader Standard Workbook can help you avoid some of that, prevent some of that, make those ups and downs less crazy, and help you stay intentional and focus on your goals. As a manager, I've been told that you have two jobs. One is to lead your people and to get results. And honestly, that's true. I think that's true. Being a great manager is leading and helping those people get results for your team. So the Leader Standard Workbook, it is the covers are 5 mil laminated cardstock, and it is going to come in a disc bound system. These are the Happy Planner discs. I think this is the 1 or the 1.5 inch disc. So when you order on Monday, if you're doing the paper planner, it's going to have a laminated cover front and back. It's very thick, robust cardstock. It's going to come in this disc bound system, and I'll have the different disc colors that I'm offering when I do pre-order. Probably just going to be black. I happen to have black and clear here. It's Halloween, I don't know. But yeah, it's very strong, holds up. You easily just put the cover back on. So this disc bound system allows you to take pages out, write on them, add pages in. You can keep 1 month in here at a time. You can keep a whole year at a time. You can keep 3 months in here at a time. I love it. So it's reusable and just really efficient. So I have a part of 1 month in here right now to show you as a prototype. So I have each planner is going to start out with a month. and it's going to have a month page like this. Sorry if it's backwards, by the way. But you get it. So it's going to have the month, and then it's going to have a quote here. This one happens to be longer. It's by Elizabeth Gilbert. I believe that creative process is both magical and magic. Ideas are driven by a simple impulse to be made manifest, and the only way an idea can be manifest in our world is through collaboration with a human partner. Elizabeth Gilbert in Big Magic. So you guys know I love my books. I just showed you them. I have more on the floor over there. I'm going to be adding one of my favorite quotes to each month as inspiration. I love quotes. I think they're wonderful, so I thought, why not build that in? So this is a double-sided page. It's got November, so it'll have the monthly calendar with the goals/focus lines, and then it would be awesome if. So a space for you to dream, to plan, to be intentional about your month. It would be awesome if I could do XYZ this month. Sunday through Saturday here over the top, and then you get to fill in the 5 weeks for the dates. So this is undated. I decided undated because you guys are going to want refills. You guys are going to want to reuse these. I don't want you to have to focus on the dates. So yeah, I don't want you to have to like buy a brand new November page. You can just get a new template and fill this in. It doesn't have to be 2022 or 2023. Then the next page, so really you've got your quote page here, then you have your monthly page, then you have November. This is sort of a planning and a review summary. So it's the plan is deadlines approaching, focus projects, milestones to celebrate. So when you are filling in your calendar, brainstorm over here. What's coming up? It's kind of like a future log for the month. You fill it in here. And the review is what accomplishments did we have this month? What learnings and what are we most proud of? So I feel like this can be for you personally or for the team, although I think it can be very team focused and kind of like, or the business overall. On the back of this is the official monthly reflection. And this is more for you. So as leaders, I think sometimes we go into leadership, we go into these different positions because we're good at it. It doesn't mean that we love it, right? So I really want you to focus on what fills you up, what brings you joy, what makes you feel like you have immense purpose, because that's what's going to help you move through this world in a beautiful way. Otherwise, if you don't, that's what gets you burnt out and resentful. So what went well and where did opportunities occur? What got me excited the most? What drained me the most? What themes did I notice this month? Did I meet any goals? If so, why? If not, why? And what is my intention for next month? So it's kind of like, how did the month go and how do I want to be next month? The next page is just a book of wins. So I can't take credit for it. It's double-sided. A book of wins is something I learned from Moira Kubaka. I'm not going to say that right. I'm so sorry. She is a Beachbody coach, and she's just an amazing entrepreneur, has had many businesses, a couple businesses at least. And in her planner, she has a book of wins. And essentially what it is a space where you can write down like basically evidence that you're doing a good job. So anytime you get a kudos or praise, or anytime you feel like, wow, that really paid off, or somebody gave you feedback, put it here. And I have one of these for each month. So you can look back at that. So whenever you're like trying to envision what you're, how you want to show up every day and you're struggling, you're like, I'm not finding any purpose. I don't know if what I'm doing matters. Come back to this and be grounded. You can check it out and remind yourself. Just a notes, ideas, and things note page. And this is the Oxford method of note taking. So you have a space for like the topic right here, and then the lines here for the actual content. I love this way to keep organized because it helps you really call out each different thing. Then we have the Leader Standard Work page. Love this. This is like the method, and it's the daily, weekly, monthly tasks. No more than 50% of your day should be in meetings. This is how you level load your life, visualize it, and become very intentional with your day. I've done several videos on this on my YouTube, so check that out. And I should mention, people often think that standard means like the same, but in this case, standard means like the bar. Like I set standards for myself. Like what is my standard every day? All right, then, so I left it blank here so you can have space to grow, doodle, think. You could put your calendar, you could like print your calendar on the back of this if you wanted to. The next page next to it is I love list page. So basically this is like your massive brain dump. So I use this in 2 different ways. When I'm starting a new month or a new week, I will brain dump everything that I have. Anytime I get assigned a task like an email or something, or I commit to doing something, I put it here so I don't forget. And then as I do these things, I check it off. Now this will go into the weekly and the daily pages. So I'll show you how to use your I love list brain dump weekly and daily, but the next page is the weekly plan. So it actually spans from Sunday all the way to Saturday. So it's timed out from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. all the way down the side. It has a space for goals right here and just notes on the side so you can turn that into anything you'd like. And then under the bottom, these are the leave happy tasks for each day. So if you like the weekly view, awesome. If you like the daily view, awesome. If you like both, great. The awesome part of this is that this comes out if you don't intend to use it, which is totally fine. But I like both, and I go back and forth between both, so I felt like I wanted to include them both in here. But leave happy tasks are essentially you take the top 3 most important, maybe it's time bound, urgent, something that's going to really move the needle for you today, and you take those 1 to 3 of those things and you assign them to each day in the leave happy task box. And that's how you prioritize. You can't get more than 1 to 3 things done because you're going to be booked in meetings, you're going to have interruptions, there will be fires to put out. So if you are very intentional about like, okay, I know I need to get XYZ done today because I have a meeting for it tomorrow and or a couple days, this helps you be proactive and planful. And if you don't get to it on Monday, there's no shame around that. You can see because you haven't checked it off and you can move it to Tuesday. So it's sort of like your revolving week or your rolling week. Then the back of the weekly page is blank and then it goes into your daily plan. So this again has the 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. You could put the date, the day of the week, and then the intention for today's intention, leave happy task 1 to 3 things, and then to recognize or to thank. And this really sets the tone for your day. I'll come in here, kind of time block, fill in my standard work, my meetings, travel, drop off, pick up kids, all that jazz. And then I will also be like, how do I want to feel today? How do I want to show up? How do I want other people to feel when I'm around? You know, what would my presence be? What would my energy be? And remember, sometimes that just means being present with my team. And other times it means like focus today, like be intentional and go in there and just like get your stuff done. Sometimes it means like be lighthearted. Sometimes it means like, you know, find gratitude. Sometimes it means like, just ask a lot of curiosity questions. Be humble about your work. Here's your leave happy tasks. And you want to, you know, take those from your brain dump, be intentional and prioritize here. And then you want to time block those or schedule those into your day. So if you're going to do topic 1, okay, so when are you going to do topic 1? Okay, 1 o'clock. So I put that in for 1 o'clock is when I intend to do it. This is a strategy and a plan. Hope is not a strategy. Well, I was hoping to get this done today. When? Did you make time for it? If you didn't make time for it, it's not going to work, right? So that's the plan here. And then thank your recognize, it's just to help you find gratitude every day because it's awesome when you're working with people you love. And so if we can actually focus on finding that and looking for good things people are doing, that makes us more excited about our day. And it pumps other people up. So it's a great recognition tool. And then just like the monthly reflection, we have a daily reflection. What went well? What got me excited today? What drained me today? What ideas or realizations did I have today? Is there anything I want to try differently for tomorrow? And what can I carry through to tomorrow? So I know days get busy and sometimes you'll be doing this at the end of the day. Sometimes you'll be doing it at the beginning of the day. Sometimes you're not perfect with it and it doesn't happen every day. But in order to be better, you have to do better. And you can't do better if you don't know what to do better on. So you need to reflect on how am I doing now and what do I need to do differently to be better. All right, so just included like 5 of these to show like this is a week's worth of days. The other most popular template I have is the meeting notes template. So it's got your subject, your topic, your date, attendees, your Oxford note section, and then the accountabilities or action items that have been assigned to your other people. So these will be printed double-sided, so you can have more than one meeting on each page, or you could keep like the same meeting topic together. So like this week it would be here, next week meeting would be here, and so forth. You could stay really organized with that. I have a similar template for one-on-one meetings. So the name of your direct report or whoever you're meeting with, maybe it's your boss or something like that, the date, whatever they mention or bring up. So you have notes, whatever you're going to bring up, and you have whatever you talk about. You also have a spot for to ask or to share. So this helps you be proactive with your meetings. So you're like, okay, I'm preparing for a meeting with my boss. What do I want to bring up in those meetings? Like, what escalations or barriers do I have? What do I want to share? Or be like, oh, this happened really, it was really great, and give them feedback. So this helps you prepare and be proactive. And again, we have our action items, our key takeaways. All right, now I haven't included all the rest of the templates in here because this was just the monthly section. But there will be the project Kanban board that I have shared in the previous live, which I will have linked below. There will also be an active project status. There will also be, I'm trying to think what else I had. Oh, a goal setting template. So there's these other templates where they're like more like annual or quarterly things, or you might just have one time that you can move around and put wherever you want in your notebook. So these strategy things, yeah, like goals, projects, oh, and I also have what I'm calling like an annual roadmap. It's something that I have historically used, where I've got a whole year of like months, and then I have down the side projects, and then I map out like when are these projects going to happen, because I know I can't do all 10 projects at once, but I can like space them out. So kind of a running like a picture of, you know, how's the year going to look, and how am I going to plan the year. I did print one of the templates, the project Kanban board. That is the 2-page where you prioritize the new projects, where you're in the planning phase. Now you're doing next, or on deck. You're actually doing, which means you're spending mental energy and physical energy on the project every day or regularly. Checking your pending feedback, so kind of in a hold status, and implementing to sustain. So guys, I want to hear from you. Like, what are your favorite templates? Is there anything I have missing in here? This is, again, like a week's worth. Let's see, I did print the whole month, and it ended up being like this much for a month, which is a decent sized notebook. And this was the 60-pound cardstock. So I don't think I'm going to print this thick. I'm probably going to print a little bit thinner. But I wanted to experiment and see, because I do want robust paper that really holds up, because I find like I'm taking out that list page all the time and carrying that with me. So maybe some of those pages, like the notes pages and the list pages, I'm going to have printed on heavy cardstock, and then I'll have some of just like the daily pages that you might only go to one time in a lighter paper. So I want to know from you guys, like, do you want a whole year's worth in this notebook? Would you prefer maybe like a quarterly one where I ship you 3 months at a time? So it's like 3 months. So you do November, December, January, and then before January is over, I would ship you February, March, April, and so on. Would you like 6 months worth? Would you like me to sort of send you 1 month? You can try it out, and then ask me to send you the next month. I'm just curious. I really want to get you guys what you need. So please comment below. Send me a message. You can email me, Kayla@kfaconsulting.org. It's linked in my like on my page on YouTube there. I'll put it in the description as well. And if you are interested in pre-ordering this guy, pre-order starts October 24th. Join the waitlist. There was a link in the description below for that. The waitlist will be open. The waitlist is open now, and the waitlist will get notified first when the pre-orders are available. And I'll be announcing the price on Monday. Still figuring that out because I want to make sure that it's affordable. Yet, you know, the value is there because it's a amazing, robust system, and I know it's going to pay dividends for you guys in your life. And I mean, I should mention it before, but this is the method that has gotten me so many promotions because I've been able to take proactive initiative and accountability for my own leadership and my own development. So I cannot, I mean, this is just like literally tried and true for me. And for other leaders who I've shared this with, it works for them too. They just have to stick with it, and they have to be willing to reflect. So part of this, guys, is that tough self-reflection sometimes, but in the long run, it gets you so far. So anyways, join the waitlist now. There's a link in the description for that, so you get emails first with the price, and it'll have an early bird discount as well. And I've been sending daily or every other day emails with a different template so waitlist members can learn more about this. But yeah, and then also I want to know, like, is there an interest for a digital product? Because I would love to share the PDF with you guys if that's something you're interested, or provide like PNGs or other things for OneNote. So I need to know like GoodNotes, OneNote, paper. So I will put some polls in my community tab over the next few days, but please comment below and share your thoughts on this Leader Standard Workbook Planner. I am so excited to get it launched again. This is version 2, and this is the first time I'm launching a actual paper product, but I think we're all just needing to be feeling a little bit more grounded right now, coming out of those last 2 years. This is how we take control of our days and really become the leaders we want to be, get promoted, and feel good in our skin every single day. So I truly believe in this. All right, you guys, I'll be back with another video. If you love this, like this, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel and you've been watching, please subscribe. That helps me grow the channel. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Let's see if we can do it like in the next couple weeks, okay? There's no reason why I shouldn't be there. All right, everyone, take care, and I will see you on the flip side. Let's see how I end this live. Let's see if I do